What's good, Unique Gang? It's your boy, Uniquejuyt, back with another video, man. Right now, we got Pooh Shiesty, the real Menace of South Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, Menace, you know, that means you just all on them type thing. You ready to go at all times, but...
Menace mean you're bad.
Same type of difference. Same difference. You know what I'm saying?
No, that mean you
hey, man, we're going to get right into it.
Go.
Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, man. Go. No, because sometimes Menace, like, it can mean a lot of things.
What it means?
Like, you can be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? To go shoot somebody or something.
And Menace,
like, you don't really think about it. Like, you're just a menace, like.
Yeah, but Menace also mean, yeah, right. And when they were talking about menace to society, it was where they went in their own community and was just being rowdy and ruthless.
Yeah, ruthless.
Really?
That's a good one.
Gotta keep it so 100. I ain't never liked you.
You know Pooh Shiesty?
I ain't gonna lie.
I know him from a video that we done seen before.
Yeah, that dirt video.
You know I ain't like you.
Oh, okay.
In the street, like we ain't gonna talk about that on here though.
You remember a while ago when we first started these videos, and I was like, why would they have real guns on video? And you was like, oh, all of the guns are fake.
Yeah,
you
some
don't
guns
know.
are prop, but some are real. Like when it's like back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, some of them probably is real, but like newer, like say if Lil Durk has some guns in his music video, they'll probably be props. I mean, he probably got real guns, but they'll be props because he up and high, he know.
Right.
Trying to target him and stuff. But like when they like lower, like back when he started, like 2012, them probably was real guns. Facts.
I don't know why y'all keep
like
doing
this right
this.
here is probably real guns. That's
I'm pretty sure they are.
And I was hustling. I always was playing Memphis rappers. I felt like they had such an underground scene. That's what I gravitated to, like the most.
What happened to the face tattoo? Was gone.
Police and prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty was part of the group that ended up in this parking lot that October afternoon where the shots flew, and it happened right across the street from the police department and town hall here in Bay Harbor Islands.
Alright, what's up, everybody?
Y'all acting up like that?
For me to make a video on right now is Pooh Shiesty. It's one of the biggest movements in rap and it's coming out of Memphis. But for a lot of folks, it feels like he came out of nowhere. Last week, Shiesty was second only to Drake for the most streamed artist in the country. There's a reason everyone's drawn to him. Pooh Shiesty's crew, Choppa Gang's gotta be one of the wildest in the industry, and the music reflects it.
Sad to say, man. The dude in jail right now. Sad to say, man.
It's sad to say.
Sad to say.
You number 2 under Drake for streaming. So there's...
Anyone came out that song, I ain't got no need security in the club.
So no one close to you has at least advised you on to keeping your nose clean. I don't understand. Y'all getting all this money and y'all doing so good for yourselves, but y'all doing the same old stuff. The same old stuff. You got to
leave them streets alone.
You got to leave them alone. As you grow, you get better and you do better.
But it's like when you grow fast. Like say he was just in here doing this, and then in a week he making all this money. Now he don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? But when
maneuver.
you grow slow, I think you learn better.
Well,
you start to take it more like when you make it, you like, oh yeah, I worked hard for this. I'm not giving this up.
Well, actually, all you got to do is look at the people ahead of you, and you see how they move, and you see what trouble they get into behind whatever situations they in. That will teach you not to do certain things. So, you know, I hope your situation gets better.
Yeah,
Pooh Shiesty.
No matter how many billboards all over the country have his face on it. Doesn't matter, he signed to a major label deal with Gucci and Atlantic, selling $60K the first week on his debut album. Shiesty will still rob a dude in Miami who was trying to sell him weed and some Jordans, stick 2 shooters on the guy, sending him to the hospital, escape in a green McLaren, get arrested, bond out, and leave the state in a private jet.
Saying the 2 left the state in a private jet.
Who, they got the right guy?
See, Shiesty keeps his circle small.
And they had the video on that. I seen a video of the dude actually shoot him. That's the crazy part. Bonded out and took a private jet.
See, Shiesty keeps his circle small. You basically gotta give your life to Choppa Gang just to be around. Choppa Gang Hank, he's locked up for an attempt murder, allegedly shot up a car and paralyzed the dude in a bad case of mistaken identity. Choppa Wop, he's down for a murder and 2 attempts. Even Shiesty's best bro, Big 30, who was signed to a deal way before Shiesty was, getting tens of millions of streams a month. He got booked 2 weeks before Shiesty did on felony drug charges in Alabama. Got extradited back to Memphis for another pending case he was already fighting, paid bond, and released the song first day out.
He signed Moneybag, but Moneybag signed to Yo Gotti, so it's like under Yo Gotti still.
Okay, I know Yo Gotti. I kind of listen to some
Moneybag,
of his,
that one video, remember?
His music.
With the Lil Durk, you like, I kind of like his verse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's who he
Oh, yeah, he a little older, right?
Yeah, Moneybag like 30 probably plus.
Yeah.
He probably like Lil Durk age.
The mainstream was not tuned in until Lil Durk and Shiesty came together to make the song Back in
that's when
Blood.
it came out.
And while most fans were focused on Durk in the wake of the Quando and Vaughn situation, the entire city of Memphis was focused on Shiesty's verse. Because he wasn't just rapping. Shiesty was talking about a specific event that happened where he and 2 members of his crew went to a rival house in Memphis and robbed a bunch of guns from them. That's why in the lyrics he says, yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. On the song, Shiesty's talking directly to them.
We ain't mad, Scott. We want you to see this face. You need to know who it was did that to y'all. You need to know.
Yeah, Memphis accent. You can't even hear
Rival
what he's
gangs
talking
called EBG, and them and Shiesty have had problems for many years locally in Memphis. EBG being from the north, Shiesty being from the south, it plays into this divide that's long existed in the city. But now the Back in Blood song is worldwide, hitting the number 8 spot on Billboard charts, getting 50 million views on YouTube in 1 month, forcing EBG, who aren't even rappers, to respond over the same Back in Blood beat.
The real Choppa Gang.
Their remix got taken down a bunch of times, each time getting hundreds of thousands of views in days. So EBG dropped a second diss track. This one called Rumors. They even got Quando Rondo to make an appearance, taking collateral shots at Durk just for being on the original song with Shiesty.
Wow.
Now, we're gonna get into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is some motivation from my guy K Johnny. Let's go.
To the point I don't give a fuck no more.
Hey Johnny, I'm sorry. You getting skipped, nigga. Sorry. Sorry, K Johnny.
Right now, Memphis is like the gold rush for artists. Everybody's getting signed. And the reason is, Memphis has one of the rawest, most authentic cultures. But there's a lot more to it
That's
than
my
good
car
music
right there.
and good barbecue. Memphis is the
That's
heart
a
of the
challenge.
Bible Belt, with more churches than
That's
gas
one of the
stations.
charges.
On one hand, it's that
Either
southern
one.
hospitality,
I want the
over-friendly
challenger,
folks who
but
work hard to
the
get
charge
by.
is fine,
But on
too.
the other hand, it's extreme violence, making Memphis the 3rd most dangerous city in America. It's rural country, so practically everybody's tooled up, and folks have paramilitary weapons. In areas like the South or North Memphis, your life expectancy is 20 years shorter than other parts of the city.
20
In some
years?
neighborhoods in Memphis,
Shorter?
families are sleeping on the floor to avoid being hit by gunfire from outside. For some, they live in a war zone.
Pooh Shiesty, he's from
That's
the Cane
so
Creek
sad.
Apartments in South Memphis, just 15 minutes from Moneybag Yo's hood, the Walker Homes, not far from Young Dolph's neighborhood in Castalia, and black youngsters around the way too.
They are.
Pooh Shiesty growing up.
Memphis, they getting noticed. Real talk, they
I
getting
know,
noticed.
but because y'all getting noticed, y'all should make that community a lot more better than what it is. A whole lot better than what it is. No one should be sleeping on the floor in their own home because they scared of bullets. Y'all got to, yeah. I'm not gonna say no more. Y'all could do better.
You talking about the rappers?
Yes, they can do. They can
can't
do
really do
better.
nothing, huh?
I mean, but if you're promoting this, then guess what happens? Then you're leading young men and women into the
that's facts.
same lifestyle. So
Yeah, that's facts.
It's very much on that killer be killed energy. Let his boy Big 30 tell you, at age 11, Shiesty thought he was American gangster, getting arrested and expelled from
He's
middle
so
school at the
little.
same time,
Oh, he's
forced
so
to wear an
little.
ankle monitor. See, Shiesty followed in his pop's footsteps. Pooh's father was a known gangster and founder of the record label Mob Ties. In 2006, one of his artists, who went by the name Miscellaneous, got into a triple shooting at Yo Gotti's birthday bash. The club managers knew that Yo Gotti and Miscellaneous were beefing, and instead of canceling the event, they hired 35 security guards using 4 metal detectors to screen the crowd. it didn't work. That same year, Shiesty's father was convicted of being an accessory in the murder of a local female DJ, which put him on supervised parole. Even with the law breathing down his neck, his pops was still hustling for almost a year, bringing in money under the radar from a trap house on a street called Porter. The house fell on a dead end and looked like it had been abandoned. But little did Pooh's father know, Memphis police had been monitoring the spot for months. One day, his father was in there. They had the measuring cups by the stove, the digital scales on the kitchen counter. One of them had weed, the other had cocaine. Suddenly, there was a loud boom as the front door busted open, and cops bursted in, rushing apartment 3 that was just up the stairs. As the cops ran up, this 75-pound pit bull came sprinting around the corner and leaped at their necks, so the officers shot it 3 times before the dog retreated to the kitchen and later died. In the chaos, you could hear yelling, "Go, go, go," as people ran from apartment 3 to apartment 4.
They gotta have them pit bulls. Them things scary. Like big like that. You see one running at you, ain't got no choice but to pop that thing.
Glass shattered as folks jumped out the window, leaving Pooh's father in the kitchen, cornered by police. They told him to surrender, and he did, leaving the officers with 12.5 grams of coke, 8 pounds of kush, and $10,000 cash that they took from Pooh's father's left pocket. With his pops in and out doing Fed bids, Shiesty was running around a badass little kid, jumping people, finessing people. That's how he got the name Shiesty. And Memphis is a small world, everybody knows each other. Shiesty even went to Central High School with some of the people he's into it with right now, like the main rapper from EBG, E-Jizzle. But Pooh's reputation began to travel. In high school, he expanded his circle, clicking up on some plans to get money by any means. Together with his childhood friend Big 30 from Whitehaven, Little Hank, Antwop, and a few others, they came up with the name Choppa Gang, and it stuck.
Choppa Gang shit, Choppa Gang shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We ain't got a prop to crop out here.
That's Big Sky. Big Sky.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
He another rapper.
Oh, okay.
You know what's crazy? His story is he came up because he had no views on his music video. Somebody reacted to it, and that's how he blew up like that.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. Because somebody was doing a video reacting to people with 0 views, and he had 0 views, and he got noticed. He got signed to Gucci Mane.
Okay.
And that's Pooh Shiesty's cousin.
We ain't got a prop to crop out here. We real, we snug and shit. Nigga ain't gonna die. We gonna come chop nigga whole block, street, whatever.
Within Choppa Gang, there are various members that come from big sets that are prominent in the area. What a lot of people don't know, Memphis has every single national gang and more. It's extremely active. With this new trend towards hybrid gangs, smaller mobs, and cliques within the sets going renegade and warring with each other.
See where there was an older person running everything, but it's been changing a lot. And a lot of these young kids with these offset groups, they're totally different.
More little cliques or little gangs that seem to be particularly violent and need less and less of a reason to resort to shooting guns.
One story of a guy named White Grape, or White Boy Kenny, who went to Central High School with Pooh Shiesty and them, and was known for having girls lined up like a buffet. He was a member of Choppa Gang who got initiated into the Grape Street Crips. They beat the shit out of him, took a photo, and went viral as he became an official Grape Street member. But one day, White Grape allegedly got his gun robbed from him, so Choppa Gang had to cut ties with him, basically disowning him. Only for White Grape to catch a murder case months later after a drug deal went wrong and clients tried to pay him with counterfeit money, so he shot and killed one of them. Now, Choppa Gang continued spreading their enterprise, planning bigger licks that brought more danger. Shiesty himself says before the age of 15, you're gonna lose a close friend.
So that little white boy.
Wow. He didn't even know what he was getting all caught up with. He was entangled into something that he probably didn't even know about.
You want to be cool type junk.
Brought more danger. Shiesty himself says before the age of 15, you're gonna lose a close friend in Memphis. Guaranteed someone close to you is gonna get killed. Around 2016, he lost his best friend Trey Day, which turned his heart cold. Pooh Shiesty vowed to live with no remorse from that day forward and be a menace to society. And after he graduated high school in 2018, Choppa Gang had many streams of income flowing in, and they started using some of this money they were making to pay for studio time.
I just turned up. You said
It was one of those rare cases where the music blew up out the gate. They dropped their first song, Breaking News, near the end of 2018, and by 2019, they were buzzing. Shiesty's childhood friend Big 30 got signed to fellow Memphis artist Moneybagg Yo. Meanwhile, Shiesty was still a free agent, dropping hit singles every other week, racking in views. This caught the attention of Guwap, who was in the middle of building his 1017 roster, looking for the grimiest artists he could find. Of course, Guwap was the original slime. You remember hearing stories of a young Gucci Mane terrorizing the industry. Famously, the first time he met French Montana to do a song together, French paid him $5,000 and waited in the studio patiently while Gucci took the money and left out the back door.
Gucci didn't like French because the first time he went to the studio to do a song with him, he paid Gucci $5,000 to get on the feature. And he was just sitting in the studio, but Gucci was going out the back door. Like, he wasn't doing nothing. And I said, Gucci, you can't do no shit like that.
And that's the same energy Gucci saw in Pooh Shiesty. After hearing one song on YouTube, he hit up Pooh on IG to get the paperwork ready for a major label deal with Atlantic. Choppa Gang was laughing to the bank. The industry fucked up and let some real gangsters in. Big Scar, who's also from South Memphis and just happens to be Pooh Shiesty's cousin, he's a founding member of a group called Double R that's been in a brutal war at home in Memphis for quite some time. And up until this point, Big Scar was strictly in the streets, handling business, and never really considered himself a rapper. Until one day, he actually blew up off a reaction video done by a YouTuber named Tommy Craze, who reacted to Big Scar's first ever song when it had only 5 views in 9 hours.
Wow. Big Scar, make a play. 5 views 9 hours ago. Man, that was so hard. Definitely co-sign this track. Big Scar, make a play. Go and check it out.
That song went on to do millions of views, and 2 months later, after Shiesty became a major label artist, and with only 2 songs ever published, his cousin Big Scar inked a deal with Gucci, making Choppa Gang and their affiliates the single biggest movement coming out of the Mid-South. And with all this attention on Memphis, it brought more drama to the city. Pooh Shiesty was living up to his name and began taking shots at another Memphis rapper named Big Boogie.
Where you at, Big Boogie? The Boogster. Where you at? Hey, Boogie, hey, Red Ron, I would get out there in the street with your gang, me by myself. The whole gang right now, today, in like 30 minutes, on live, all this shit. Why you say something back, cuz? You did that out of your fans, cuz. You let your fans boot your head up, cuz. Well, you done caught yourself. You got shows and shit ahead of you, bro.
Boogie's a rising artist out of Fraser, which is the north super country part of Memphis. Seems like a good guy. According to Boogie, they never met a day in their life, but Shiesty claims when he pulled up in the north to see Boogie, it was a whole different story.
Oh, you been running for me, bro. You been running. You been running for me, bro. You know what happened in and all, bro, when I pulled up, came on your side, bro. You know what happened.
And Pooh is so petty, he even went as far as naming a strain of weed Red Rum, after Big Boogie's crew, Red Rum, just so he could say that he's smoking on that Red Rum pack. And the bigger you get, the bigger the target you become in Memphis. Just a few days after he went back and forth with Shiesty on social media, Big Boogie's concert in Mississippi got shot up. It was the scene of a double murder. 50 shots in total were fired from 5 different guns, hitting Big Boogie's friend Jasmine, who was on stage with him, and she later died in Boogie's arms. Fast forward a few months later.
Come on, y'all.
Dirk and Pooh Shiesty
They ain't say it was them now. They ain't say it was Pooh Shiesty now. He just said they got shot.
Okay, so he was having a concert and the concert got shot up.
Right.
Who else could it be? That's crazy.
Probably wasn't Pooh Shiesty. It probably was his gang. I don't know, man. Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
She was so beautiful, and she went on stage to support her friend, and this is what happens. Baby can't even live. It's so scary out here right now. You can't even go and say, hey, I want to go out and have fun and enjoy life. Because this is what happens. That's sad. That's heartbreaking right there. That is very heartbreaking. Poor baby.
Yeah. In total were fired from 5 different guns, hitting Big Boogie's friend Jasmine, who was on stage with him, and she later died in Boogie's arms. Fast forward a few months later to November 6th. Dirk and Pooh Shiesty linked up to drop the audio for the song Back in Blood. That's the same day where King Von passed away in Atlanta after an altercation with Quando Rondo outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge. Shiesty and Dirk had already filmed the music video back in Chicago, but chose not to release it yet. This was, in many ways, the mainstream's introduction to Pooh Shiesty. A few more weeks went by and the song continued to climb the charts. Then randomly, at 6 in the morning on a Tuesday in December, Shiesty posts this cryptic warning to Facebook. drop that song, and you're not gonna live to see that baby get here. That's when New Year's came around, January 1st, 2021. A Memphis crew called EBG put out a remix to Back in Blood, going after Shiesty, responding to everything he said on the original track. They got Choppa Gang Killer, CGK on their t-shirts. Pooh responded immediately, saying this had to be the worst move this gang ever made, and that he did 18 million views off of them before he even said their name. The very next day, Shiesty dropped the music video that he filmed with Dirk back in Chicago, making Back in Blood the trending topic once again, shooting all the way up the Billboard rankings. EBG's remix was getting taken down left and right due to copyrights, so EBG's main rapper E-Jizzle dropped another diss track called Rumors, which ran up in views quickly, hitting 1 million views in less than a week. Then, Jizzle was shot 3 times just days after this second diss track went live.
I bet a man can't do this.
Did he die? Did he die?
That can't do this. Who this is? Who? I can't.
Y'all wrong.
Hey, Menace. It's Shiesty.
3 bullets hit his arm, and after getting them removed, Jizzle was back on the block wearing a cast, just in time to drop his 3rd diss track called Paralyzed.
You fell down. Hey, y'all shot the wrong arm.
To add to the unfortunate timing, Pooh Shiesty's brother, who had been on life support fighting for every breath, was pronounced dead just hours before EBG released this new diss. As it stands, the song has nearly 400,000 views in a week. EBG.
How long can you be on life support? For a long time?
As long, yeah.
Like years?
You be on there as long as you paying that bill. Yep. All it is a machine that's actually breathing for you, and you know they pump the food in there to keep your body going, but you not really there because your brain is dead.
But you can come alive from that though.
No, your brain is dead. Your body is just gonna be living.
Dead.
Yeah, you're done because your brain is the actual.
So why they put it on you? You gonna die regardless.
I mean, because some people need time to kind of grieve their family member, or they need time to transition from, you know, him or her living to that point, you know. So it's just a grieving process. Some people do it, some people don't. It's hard either way, but yeah, that's something sad to go through.
Yeah.
1,000 followers to 50,000 almost overnight, and Memphis has pretty much been in a frenzy ever since. But yeah, man, let me know if there's a video you want me to cover in the comments below. I will see you in the next one.
Hey man, shout out Trap Geek, man. I understand Trap Geek come with that information. Hey, Shiesty, he's Shiesty.
I think the rappers, I know y'all up and coming and y'all don't know because this is the life that y'all live, and this is, you know, y'all been living this life for many years, but at a certain time you have to kind of say, hey, I need to be better and do better for my community, because we're watching, it's like a long line of young men and women, and the line starts at a cliff, and you're just I'm looking at each one of y'all just falling, watching y'all fall off of a cliff. It's like the cliff and y'all falling out, and all of y'all are in line for that. When is it gonna stop? When the next person that's at the edge of the cliff gonna turn around and say, this is not the way to go? Turn around. So it's sad to see these videos. It's very heartbreaking because these are the next generation of young people, and this is what y'all choose to do. But I know in my heart and in my soul that it will get better as you get older, because even in my generation we had people who didn't do the right thing, but as they got older, they started to get right and start to do better for themselves, because they know that they had a legacy, a family, that they had to continue something for them. You know, with me, I have to continue to do what I'm doing to show my legacy, which is right here, and my other kids that, you know, certain things you can't do, because if you do, then it's going to lead you down a dark path. Trouble, jail, you know, you'll probably be killed. We don't want to see that happen. So shout out to all these videos. I don't like to say I like seeing them, but it gives me insights of what is going on within our community. So I want all of y'all kids out there, do better, be better, because you are kings and queens. We have to leave this to y'all. I can't be here forever to keep saying what I'm saying. So I have to teach one, so then that could continue on and on and on. So y'all do good and be good. I care for all y'all.
You just say that I go to school
every day,
and then I get in trouble.
Every day I say do good and be good, and then your boy get in trouble. I get a call from the school. And like, Jesus Christ, help us.
Man, but y'all, that's the end of this video, man. Pooh Shiesty, the real menace of South Memphis.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the end of the 10K on the way. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, man.